yesterday, we hosted the quarterly meeting of the Northwest County Commissioners Association, which is comprised of 16 counties from this end of the state. And we rotate, or we move around from county to county, and it was our turn to host. So we asked the cathedral if we could utilize their facility, and they graciously allowed us to do that. The purpose of the meeting is for all commissioners from these counties to get together, share information with one another, things that are happening within their counties, as well as things that are going on at the state level. We have representatives from various Commonwealth agencies, and we have legislative representatives there as well who give us updates. And then yesterday we had 3 speakers, local speakers. Our president judge, Judge Cox, gave a very nice address with his perspectives on the relationship between the courts and boards of commissioners. Loretta Spielvogel, former county commissioner and recently retired deputy warden, spoke to the group. She knew a lot of the people in the room, obviously, but she talked about the opportunities that other counties have if they wish to house certain inmates at our jail. She's been working with them through the years, and just wanted to reiterate that opportunity for them. And then Jim McKim, who resides out in North Beaver Township, who is a retired educator, but very active with the Cathedral Foundation, was very kind to offer a tour of the cathedral. And I was pleasantly surprised how many people stayed for that tour. A good number of them stuck around. They saw parts of the cathedral that very few people get to see. So that was an excellent time. Put it on everyone, vibrate or silent. In 3 months, we'll go up to McKean County. It will be their turn to host. The final thing I want to bring it out to the table. Nothing we're going to act on today, but I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks we can get a resolution drafted. We've had some informal conversations with the folks from Taylor Engineering, and as we all know, earlier this year we lost Bill Humphrey at a very young age, and Bill worked closely with us through the years, particularly as county engineer with Taylor Engineering, and he focused in large part on the bridges that we own and maintain. I know that Dan, in his role as a township supervisor, worked with Bill as well. The conversations we've had, we want to do something to recognize Bill and honor him and memorialize Bill for all that he's done for this community. So we've concluded, but we still have to take formal action, which we will do in the next few weeks. We thought it would be appropriate to, we've done this before, there's a precedent for this, but we thought we would take one of our county-owned bridges and name it the William Humphrey Memorial Bridge. Now, Bill was a city boy. He grew up here in Newcastle and lived in the city, but the primary bridges, particularly North Street and Mill Street, are already named. The North Street Bridge is Corporal Albert Gettings Bridge, and the Mill Street Bridge is the American Veterans Memorial Bridge. But Taylor Engineering is actually headquartered in Scott Township. And there's a bridge out there on Stoughton Road off of State Route 108 in Scott Township that crosses the Slippery Rock Creek that the county owns. And it's a very beautiful setting. And we determined and spoke with Bill's colleagues from Taylor Engineering. They, in turn, spoke with Bill's family to make certain that they would be agreeable to this. And we've reached a conclusion that we would like to name the Stoughton Road Bridge in Bill's memory. And at this time, assuming we pass a resolution to that effect, which I'm sure we will, we're planning to have a ceremony on Thursday, September 24 at the bridge in Scott Township. Now, the previous night, on the 23rd, the Newcastle Community Y will hold their annual Salute to Courage dinner, at which time Bill will be honored for his service to the community. So this ties in what we plan to do in naming this bridge. That ceremony that we have planned for the 24th will be open to the public. So hopefully a lot of Bill's friends and colleagues and family members might be able to join us then. But as I mentioned, in order for this to happen, we'll have to have a formal resolution drawn up. And I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks we can do that. Appreciate my colleagues' concurrence with this. We all believe it's a good idea. So that's my report at this time. And today's a rare day. Curiously, we have no proposed resolutions for consideration. That doesn't happen too often, but that is the case. So that drops us down to some transfer requests that we have. And Chris and Dan, if you don't mind, I'll enter them into the record. Stop me if you want to split them and vote on them separately, but if not, maybe we can vote on them as a group. But please interrupt me if you have to. The jail is asking for a transfer of a total transfer of $28,000. $20,000 is going to come from their part-time line item into their overtime line item. And then $8,000 will come from their travel and training line item and go into their equipment maintenance and repair line item. Court administration is requesting a $6,500 transfer from within their budget, coming out of materials and supplies and going into office minor. And then the voter services office is asking for a $1,600 transfer from their materials and supplies line item into their minor equipment line item. Dan or Chris, any concerns? Would one of you care to make a motion to approve these requests?
I'll make a motion to approve the request.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. And if there are no other comments, we'll ask Colleen to call the roll.
Commissioner Sanado?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thanks, Colleen. Couple of announcements. Commissioners will meet 1 week from today in this room at 10 a.m. That would be July 28th. It's our regular meeting and it's open to the public. 2 weeks from today, and this is an annual tradition, we will not have a public meeting on Tuesday, August 4. That coincides with the summer annual County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania's conference, which will be taking place out in Monroe County. And at this point in time, my two colleagues will be attending that conference. So we will not have a quorum and not have a meeting on the 4th, but I believe if my math is correct, the 11th would be the next date in August that we'll convene. Let me note for the record, there are no audience members here in the room, nobody from the public, so I'll state if there are any public comments, we welcome them, but also indicate that right now we have no folks from the public in the room. So before we adjourn, let me see if Mr. Kennedy has any closing remarks. Thank you, Dan. And Mr. Sanada?
Just want to follow up on you, Chairman, about really feedback. I've been there many times, but finally got a chance to see the stairs to nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
When they open the doors up, and you can oversee the city of Newcastle. And I've never seen that. All these years I've been to the cathedral on that stage many times, and it is a sight to see. Just once again, thank Jim McKim. That background information he gave us yesterday. And all the years I've been there, I learned some stuff yesterday. Yeah. So these are great resources in the community, especially when it comes to the street. So I wanted to throw that in there.
No, thank you for noting that. He and Dawn Paroli were very helpful in getting everything organized for yesterday's meeting. Thank you, Chris, for noting that. Ladies or Joe, anything you need to bring up? Well, thank you all for joining us today, and with there being no other business to be brought before the board, could I please have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
No second. Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Joe. Well, it must have been sprinkling outside. The streets looked a little wet when I came down.
It's supposed to rain all day.
Yeah.
23 minutes. You got a record?
No.
Not doing what we thought he was going to do. So my twin, if you're still with me, start a right-hand turn. Can you do it? Oh, excellent job. All right, you're going to save the day. Right turn, start your descent down to 1,800 feet. Slow down as much as you can because you're following some slower traffic. Start pulling it all the way back, 26.6. You're going to go to 3.6 left now for my twin. Thanks for the help. RV type, over Fisk, up the tracks. Give me a wing rock to acknowledge. Wow, almost 90. All right, that was beautiful, RV. Welcome, John. That's 11 out of 10, actually. Up the tracks, 1,800 feet, plan runway 27, monitor tower 118.5. I got a V-tail half mile south of 5th, start a right-hand turn. Excellent job for my V-tail right-hand turn, and maintain 1,800 until be advised by the tower to descend. You're planning runway 36 now. You can monitor them now on 126.6. Welcome to the show. Cessna, half mile south of Fisk, rock your way. Excellent job for my Cessna. You can continue up the, that was really, really good. Excellent job. Continue up the track, stay at 1,800. You're planning runway 27, 1,800 feet till advised by the tower. You can monitor them now on 118.5. Welcome to the show. RV half mile south of 5th, start a right-hand turn, follow the east-west road. Excellent job. I see you in the turn. Excellent job. You're going to be going to 3.6 today, and 126.6, monitor the tower on 26.6. Welcome to the show. Cessna half mile south of 5th, rock your wing. All right, Cessna, excellent job. Go ahead and start a right-hand turn, follow the east-west road. If you could, go ahead and start slowing down. It's going to be a little tight for 3.6. Okay, they're saying 90 knots, so 90 knots is good. 1,800 feet, and over the east-west road for 3.6, monitor tower 26.6. My low wing, half mile south of 5th, RV type, rock your wings. All right, good rock. Continue with me. Stay straight up. We're going to take you to 3.6, but we're going to try to square you off just a little bit. All right, with the wingtip bright light, start a left-hand turn, half mile south of 5th, start a left-hand turn. All right, my RV that made the left-hand turn, all right, excellent job. Yeah, start your right-hand turn now over to the east-west road. Start the right turn to the east-west road, very good. My Mooney, keep the left-hand turn coming all the way back around, stay north of the lakes, back to Green Lake. Sorry, we'll get you in on the next one. I think you're a Comanche, so you're going to be, just rejoin the procedure, stay north of the lakes. For my for my RV type that just got over the east-west road, plan 3.6, monitor the tower 26.6. Welcome to the show. 3-2 Papa, that was not for you. Continue up the track. 3-2 Papa was not for you. If we're talking to you and you're more than half mile south of Fisk, it wasn't for you. Stay over the tracks. 90 knots, 1,800 feet. We'll pick you out when you get about a half mile south of Fisk. Half mile south of Fisk with the wigwags, looks like a Sears maybe. Rock your wings. 7-8 Papa, get north of Rush Lake, please. 7-8 Papa, north of Rush Lake.
North of Lake.
My wigwags, half mile, are almost over Fisk. Rock your wings. Okay, good rock on the wigwags. All right, we got two rocking. So the one, Cirrus, turn right. Cirrus, turn right. You're not both. Okay, so the one that's south of the east-west road, do you see the traffic heading to the left? All right, if you're south of 3 Alpha Juliet, turn right. 3 Alpha Juliet, turn right. For my Cirrus over the east-west road that's not 3 Alpha Juliet, start your descent to 1,800 feet. You're going to be 26.6 for runway 36. The Alpha Juliet, keep the right-hand turn southbound. Alpha Juliet, keep the right-hand turn southbound. RV over the fifth, start a right-hand turn, join the east-west road. RV on the over fifth, start a right-hand turn. My traffic, short wing, low wing, maybe RV type, start a right-hand turn. If you're directly over fifth, start a right-hand turn. Okay, there you go. That's you who I'm talking to. Make that east-west road. My traffic, Comanche over the top, make a left-hand turn. Make a left-hand turn. Okay, all right, I guess we can go to 27 now with you. So if you just made that left-hand turn, you can go back towards the tracks. 1,800 feet, plan runway 27. 27 just became available for you just in the nick of time. Up the tracks, 1,800 feet, 118.5, monitor tower, 118.5. Welcome to the show. 3 Alpha Juliet, you can rejoin at Ripon if you're still with me.
Is that 78 Pop at Ripon?
All right, at Ripon, is that my flight of 2?
Negative.
Okay. All right, 78 Papa, you can also join at Ripon.
78 Pop.
And just use caution, because I think we got 1 from the north going at Ripon and 3 Alpha Juliet. Are you with me, 3 Alpha Juliet? You with me?
Alpha Juliet with you, going to Ripon.
Okay. Just make sure you're not going inside of Ripon. You need to go outside of Ripon and then rejoin at Ripon.
Copy that. Keep it coming left, 3 Alpha Juliet.
Number 3 Alpha Juliet. Okay, better yet, you can go to a 3-mile final for runway 36. So just remain with me to turn back to the east and report you're going to be setting up for a 3-mile final to 36. We're going to hook it up for you.
I appreciate that. 3-mile final 36. Rip.
Yeah, but just don't change frequencies yet. Stay with me. We're coordinating that. Flight of 2 Cherokee, stay position.
2 miles to Fisk. Oh, probably.
3 Alpha Juliet, contact the tower on 126.6. I got a flight of 2 Cherokees. We got you in sight. You're a little bit far out. Just continue up the tracks, but you're going to be planning runway 36. All right, looking down the tracks, looks like I got some people not directly over the tracks. Poor flight will lead you straight. Don't follow the GPS. It leads you directly over the railroad tracks. And for my 2 Cherokees, you don't have a biplane with you, right? It's just 2 Cherokees?
Negative. Or affirmative, 2 Cherokees.
Okay, thanks. All right, my excellent flight of 2 Cherokees. We've been talking for a long time now. Hate to see you go, but I'm sure you're glad to be here. Right turn over the east-west road. Start that right-hand turn. Start that right-hand turn. Excellent job, guys. All right, 1,800 feet over the east-west road. You're going to be going to 36. You can monitor tower 26.6. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Half mile south of 5th. Rock your wings. All right, biplane. Biplane over 5th. Rock your wings. There it is. Nice job. Left turn up the railroad tracks. Keeping it coming up the railroad tracks. Stay at 1,800 feet till advised by the tower. And you're going to be landing runway 27 at Mons Tower 118.5. Welcome to the show. All right, low wing, half mile south of 5th. Rock your wings. All right, low wing. Excellent job. Start a right-hand turn. You're going to be joining the east-west road for runway 36. And you can monitor tower on 126.6. Welcome to the show. Yeah, the twin, this is not going to work. You're stacked up. Make a left-hand turn. My twin south of 5th, start a left-hand turn. And twin, you'll need to rejoin the arrival at Green Lake. All right, I got low wing, no gear over Fisk. Rock your wings. Okay, excellent job. You're going to continue up the railroad tracks. Maintain 1,800. All right, powered glider, big wings. Rock your wing, please. Nice job. Start a right-hand turn, join the east-west road. You're going to 36 today. Monitor tower 26.6 for my glider type. My Mooney just passing Fisk. Stay up the tracks at 1,800 feet. Monitor tower 118.5 for runway 27. Low wing, half mile south of Fisk. Rock your wings. Excellent rock there, excellent rock there. You're going to continue straight ahead up the railroad tracks at 1,800 for runway 27 and trail of a Mooney. And over Fisk, check your gear. Make sure you don't forget the gear today. 1,800 feet till advised by the tower. Monitor tower 118.5. Welcome to the show. All right, for my twin that broke out, just make sure you stay north of the lakes, please.
Right.
High wing, half mile south of Fisk. Rock your wing. Excellent job. You start that right-hand turn, join the east-west road. Start that right-hand turn, start the right. Excellent job. Stay at 1,800 feet till advised by the tower. You're playing runway 36, Mach tower 126.6. Welcome to the show.
All right, everybody on frequency flying into Oshkosh today. Welcome. This is Fisk Approach, and I'm the rookie. Here we go. All right, we're going to do this together. Make sure you're flying the railroad tracks, single file, ducks in a row. 1,800 feet, 90 knots. If you're side by side with somebody and you're not a flight, you're going to get broken out. All right, twin, half mile south of Fisk, rock your wings. All right, my twin rocking his wings, nice job. Continue up the railroad tracks. You're going to be for runway 27. Cessna, start a right turn. Then you're going to be for runway 36, follow the east-west road. And for my Cessna, that's a good turn. Thank you very much. Monitor tower on 126.6 for my Cessna, and then my twin, you're going to be monitoring tower on 118.5. Welcome. Everyone directly over the tracks, please. Everyone directly over the tracks, ducks in a row. Low wing with your gear up, maybe a Comanche, half mile south of Fisk. Rock your wings. Good rock. Okay, continue up the tracks, and you're going to be for runway 27 and monitor tower on 118.5. 1,800.